If you're a reader, you know about Goodreads. You probably use Goodreads, and maybe you even like Goodreads. I liked it too, but Goodreads didn't work for me. It didn't help me be the reader that I wanted to be. It didn't make me better. It didn't make me happy. And it didn't make me enjoy reading like I wanted to enjoy reading. If you're ready to talk about this, hit the like button. Let's go. All right, so I want to, you know this, like you too, probably, right? I want to actually be able to remember the books that I read, and I want to be able to talk about them with people, like at book club or with my friends who've read the book or with people that I want to recommend the book to, right? I love talking about the books I read. And in order for me to be able to remember and talk about something that I read, I'm the kind of person I need to take notes, and I need to write down my thoughts and my ideas and my questions and quotes that I liked and basically all the things that I loved and hated about the story or the characters or whatever. I got to write it down. And I couldn't really do that in Goodreads, or I should say I didn't really do that in Goodreads, right? They do give you a space where you can write a review, but here's why I didn't ever use that function. So when I take notes and write my reviews, I write down things about the story or a character or something in the book that happens that is or that seems important to me, like personally. Things that make me feel a certain way, or characters that make me think of myself or somebody else that I know, questions that I might have about what a character did or why they did it, things that move me, right? Things that make me think of something in a new way, things that I really want to talk about with other people who also had the same experience with this book, so that we can sort of work through it together and marvel, really, at the story, or be like, hashtag, what is happening? And so, yeah, GoodNotes lets you write a review, but writing a review is not exactly what I need to do so that I can remember the book and talk about it with other people, right? Writing a review on GoodNotes seems to be more about writing about the book for other people, not for me, right? It seems to be almost like you're either recommending the book to someone or you're not recommending the book. And that's what the reviews on Goodreads are like. But that's not what I need to be able to remember a book and talk about it, right? And I know, right? I could just write whatever I want to write. I don't have to write a review for other people. I can write whatever I want to write. But what I'm writing can get kind of personal. And I wouldn't really want everyone in the world, or even my friends, the friends that I have on Goodreads, I wouldn't want them really reading it and commenting on it, right? It's just my stuff. And I know that I share things here, on my book reviews here and on social media and on my blog, but I don't share everything that I've written about the book or all the notes that I've made, because a lot of that stuff is private, just for me, right? Just so that I can process what I've read, so that I can remember what I read and then have the kinds of deep discussions that I want to have at book club, right? Or with other people who've also had an experience with the book. The Goodreads review section doesn't really work for me. The other thing that I have really heard from people about writing Goodreads reviews and using that section that they have for you is that it can be hard to think about how to word something, right? Since there aren't any prompts. It's really just what did you think about the book? And so you either write something just super generic, which isn't helpful to you, or I think more often people go, oh, I'll write it later, right? I don't have time to think about what I'm going to write now. I'll write it later. But then, yeah, you never do, because by the time later comes around, it's like sometimes been weeks or months maybe, and you have no idea what you'd write because like that book was 7 books ago and you've moved on and you just can't remember a single thing about the book. So you don't write anything at all about a book that maybe you loved because you're having anxiety about the writing, and then you can't remember what the book was about or why you responded to it the way you did. So at best, maybe you give it a star rating, but then all you've got is a bookshelf full of books with stars next to them. And you have no idea what the stars mean or what any of the books or the characters or the scenes or the stories mean to you and why. And that's just not helpful to me. It doesn't support the way I read. It doesn't support the reader that I want to be. It doesn't support the book talker that I want to be. So I stopped using Goodreads. So if Goodreads isn't working for you and you're looking for something else to keep you organized, track what you're reading this year, track what you want to read this year, help you remember what you read, and help you talk about those books with other people, a reading journal might be your perfect solution. If you're interested or want to learn more, head over to thefigtreeboutique.com and check out the one that I designed, the one that I use, and the one that my customers are super excited about. I'll drop the link in the comments, and if you have any questions at all, ask me. I love talking about reading journals. And it really is like 10,000 times better than Goodreads when it comes to helping me enjoy what I'm reading, enjoy going to book club without stressing about like, what's the conversation going to be? The reading journal just helps me have more fun with all of it, right? It makes me better. It makes me happy. And I could talk to you about it all day, but I'm not going to. So thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. If it was helpful for you, it'd be helpful for me if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the reading journal, here are some videos you should check out. See you next time.